Welcome back, everybody. It's Freeform here.
What up, what up?
And if you're listening to this, it's probably going to be a week after we upload this. So, Happy New Year's to you and yours and all that good shit. Stick to these resolutions that we know you're not going to stick to.
Yeah, I don't know why people still make resolutions, though. But it is what it is.
But yeah, before we really get into it, there's going to be a few announcements. Mostly doing with the channel and some updates coming to the channel. So let me go ahead and knock these out the way. So podcasts from now on will be every other Monday. Reason being that there's not a lot of subject matter or any justification for us coming, like bring you a podcast every week when there's not really everything happening like that every week. Unless you just want a whole bunch of political, social shit coming at you at once. Yeah. You know, we're gonna kind of spread this out. Discussions, group reviews, and other individual videos that we'll each be doing will be on different days of the week at different times. Just make sure you're following each of us on Twitter, especially follow the podcast on Twitter because you'll get updates of what's dropping and whatnot. The podcast will for sure be on YouTube and Audio Mac. As for the other platform we're thinking of Spotify. Of course, Google Play is just a lot of stuff has been getting in the way. Reason we're not doing SoundCloud, I don't feel like getting SoundCloud my money. Damn right, they ain't getting shit from me, and you ain't giving me no features, no probable cause to upgrade. So
yeah, so we get like a budget for SoundCloud.
Yeah, unless y'all want to help support us for real, and throw some dollars in there.
Yeah, whenever we start that Patreon account, that's when you can start donating.
But you ain't gotta worry about that. Everything free, baby.
Yeah.
It don't cost nothing to hit that subscribe button, like button. I just want to throw that out there. You ain't got to do it, but I want you to do it. And yeah, that's about it. So, as you've already guessed, this is your honorable host, Phenom. And with me is Tez.
Tezavelli. I'll let you boy.
I know we're missing another member. Got caught up tonight. So we'll get y'all in touch with Henny. Henny will be back next week. So, coming in, it's like I said, it's 2018 at the time of this recording.
Yes, sir.
We don't really have that many topics, but we just wanted to do a little brief discussion. A good discussion, I guess, if you will. We want to talk about stuff we're looking forward to in 2018. So, Says, what movies are you looking forward to in 2018, my man?
Definitely on the Black Panther joint.
Black excellence.
Say Black excellence. Hashtag Black excellence. Hashtag Black people rock. Hashtag Black unity. Hashtag a lot of.
Hashtag that movie has nothing to do with that, but
Hey, shit.
We get some.
Yeah, it makes me feel good seeing all that blackness on screen.
And all them salty ass tears coming down people's eyes.
Yeah.
Where's the diversity? Where's all that shit?
Exactly. If you ever had an excuse to really not have diversity, in Africa would be that excuse.
In the deep wilderness.
Exactly. In the jungles of Africa, where you have the indigenous people from an ethnic group that have their own community that has not really been infiltrated whatsoever. So yeah, that's the reason you don't have any diversity within the Black Panther universe. But yeah, that one. I'm curious to see. There's a movie called A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know much about the book, but the visuals of the movie look good. Let's see what else.
You got your list on you?
Do not have my list. I didn't make a list.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Somebody made a list, and then he literally typed it out and had it all together and stuff. He's the only one that did this. And he expects me to have a list.
He's mad at me because I am professional.
Yeah, I guess so.
I love you all so much.
Oh, my God.
I can't even feel.
Yeah, he's so dedicated. Anyway, but yeah, that probably will be like the only two movies I can think of off the top of my head. TV shows wise, of course, new season of Daredevil, new season of Punisher. It might not be coming out next year. It might coming out the year
2019.
Yeah. But I need to go back and watch Luke Cage. I know they're about to have another season in that. Jessica Jones. I kind of want to flesh out that universe.
No, it's still on movies, dog.
No, but I'm saying those are the only movies I can name.
Oh, those ain't movies, dog.
No, I'm talking about the two movies I named. That's why I said, yeah,
okay.
That's why I preferenced it by saying those were the only two movies I can name, and then not going to TV shows. But yeah, of course, Game of Thrones, all that stuff. But I'll let I'll say Henny, but I'll let Phenom name his movies because I know he wants to touch on. He has quite a few movies that he wants to name because I saw the fucking list that this nigga made at his fucking job, and this nigga trying to be all professional and shit. God damn it, fuck this nigga.
It only takes 5 minutes out of your day to be successful, sir.
Oh, whatever. He's like, if you want to attain black excellence, you have to follow these guidelines that I have.
I wish
laid
I had
out.
a cigar right now. I wish I had a camera.
All right, Diddy. You can't go be doing some rock commercials like, this is how you attain black excellence.
All right, so my list is, of course, Black Panther, Infinity War.
Yeah, I forgot Infinity War. I definitely want to say it too.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, The New Mutants, Pacific Rim Uprising, because I think the first Pacific Rim was extremely underrated.
That's the one with Liam Neeson, right?
No, that's the one with Idris Elba
Was Rihanna with the,
and Charlie Hunnam, I think.
I'm thinking of Battleship, ain't it?
Yeah, you think
that shit
yeah,
to me.
How the fuck was that
to
the
me,
same thing?
To me, it was like the same fucking thing.
What shit is giant robots? It's like freaking giant Transformers.
It don't matter. It didn't have it didn't have the mech looking shits in it.
It's like Transformers meets Godzilla.
But it was still out in the ocean, and it was still some shit going on
in the ocean. They look like New York Bay or some shit.
It's still like the ocean, nigga. It was water. There was water there. God damn it. What do you want me to say?
As I was saying.
I didn't give a shit about the movies. I just saw water. I was like, that's the same shit, ain't it?
Jesus Christ. Your year was wrong.
I guess so, yeah. What's wrong with America?
I want to see Sicario 2 is on there because I like the first one. Yes, if y'all didn't know about Sicario is basically about the FBI being in cahoots with like an ex-Colombian hitman. Who was basically the first movie dealt with them going into...
Oh, that's the shit with Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them going into the heart of like cartel Mexico. Basically Juarez, Mexico, and you basically see like actual depictions of what the cartel does in real life in that movie and everything. But the story is...
You mean aside from the 100 documentaries that Netflix has with the drug cartels in Mexico?
Listen.
I'm not saying it's probably not a riveting story, but it's just like literally this is so many documentaries.
No, the story is pretty like straight to the point. I just like the movie. I just like the way it was told. Deadpool 2.
I gotta see the first one. Well, I have seen the first one. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
You ain't seen the whole one?
I don't think, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man, things happen.
Let me see. Just for the fuck of it, because I have no expectations for this movie at all, but I'm still gonna see it.
Potential trash because I'm
gonna see Venom. Join with Tom Hardy.
I'm curious about that, especially with Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's a good actor.
But it's like, how are you gonna do this? And I don't think they're gonna have like Spider-Man being any kind of relation to this movie at all. Yeah, it's not gonna make any goddamn if that happens. But I don't know because fucking Disney bought a lot of Fox assets, so I don't know how that's gonna affect that movie. Well, no, Venom's owned by Sony. Never mind. Well, it depends.
Completely?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
So who do you know who's gonna be like the antagonist in the movie?
Shit, I think they're gonna pull a Carnage. Because if they do have Carnage, yeah, it's just probably gonna be rated R.
Symbiote Wars.
So I'll fuck with it if it's rated R.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who do you know who's gonna portray Carnage?
I don't.
I'm curious on that.
I don't. I want to see that too. If it happens, that's not sure. That's just
because Carnage is an interesting character. Because I used to be really into like the story like Spider-Man, the whole story of Spider-Man. And a lot of
Carnage is a savage.
Yeah, he very much a savage. But I used to be interested in like the that whole storyline behind around Spider-Man, Carnage.
Oh yeah, like the symbiotes were a big part of that, and they were very interesting too.
Did you ever see the comic? There was a comic where like Carnage like literally got inside of Joker, like went into his nose. Joker, yep.
It must have been one of those crossovers. All right.
Yeah, it was one of those crossovers because it was like Spider-Man, Batman teamed up against Joker and Carnage. That shit was hard. I
haven't read it.
Yeah, it's a crossover.
It's not far out of the realm of possibilities. So
yeah, it was dope though, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to see the new Predator movie when it comes out.
Relaunch Predator.
Yeah, apparently they're gonna redo Predator. Predator's gonna.
Oh, is Schwarzenegger gonna make a cameo? That'd be funny as fuck.
What the fuck he gonna do? Or get to the fucking chopper.
Exactly. Get to the chopper. He gonna make like one cameo. He gonna get killed off in that bitch too. He gonna be like in one scene.
You say get to the chopper.
the chopper.
The Predator knocks down the chopper or some shit.
He's gonna be like an old seasoned captain or something, like old seasoned general or some shit. Like get to the chopper. It's like I remember you.
You know, it'd be funny. What if he like looks at it and look at him too, like, oh, I remember you.
That shit
They
is so
both remember
stupid.
each other.
Exactly.
It's like, well, how did you live, dog?
Exactly.
You died. All right. But Predator, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's basically the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie.
Oh Lord.
But it's gonna be CG. It's mostly CG.
Donald Glover making a.
I don't know.
He needs to just for the hell of it.
I don't know. He might be Miles' voice.
He needs to.
Well, we never know.
Utilize Donald Glover whenever possible.
Lastly, Equalizer 2.
Yeah, I'm curious on that one
because I like the first one, and I just want to see the second one.
Yeah,
that's about it. I have no other reason for that movie except like Denzel's there, and it's number 2 in the series. So fuck it.
Yeah, they need to make it fucking. Did they ever make an Equilibrium too?
No, they're never making it Equilibrium.
They need to make an Equilibrium.
No, because this shit suffered because that shit came out right when Matrix came out.
I know. I don't care.
It killed that movie.
Equilibrium was still dope, man. Equilibrium was so slept on. You know, because of the whole Matrix thing, they were slept on. But like,
if y'all wonder what Equilibrium is, it's like Tay Diggs and
Christian
Bale, Gun Fu, and like Matrix Future.
And then Christian Bale pre-Batman, anybody giving a fuck who he was in America. Like people knew who he was. I think in Australia. I think he's from Australia, but people knew who he was in Australia, but nobody gave a fuck about him in America. And then, you know,
Equilibrium.
Batman. Yeah, Equilibrium happened, and then Batman happened, and people cared about him. But he was still a douchebag outside of.
No, American Psycho before that.
Nah, wait, did anybody really care about American Psycho? I don't remember it being that big. Because it was just kind of like the rehashed movie of.
Yeah, I just called it one of his hits because it was still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, all right. Those are our movies. Looking forward to in 2018. Next, we're gonna talk about the TV shows we're looking forward to in 2018. So I guess I'll start this one off.
Yeah, because I already touched on the ones I was interested in.
I know you did.
I jumped the gun already.
That's why we can't be organized on this.
I guess not, man. That's why we can't have nice things, goddamn.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Walking Dead Season 8 Part 2. And if y'all been keeping up Walking Dead, y'all know what happened.
I personally haven't, but my brother here has, so we'll actually respect his right to talk about some shit.
Stop hating. But yeah, Walking Dead Season 8 Part 2. Of course, Daredevil Season 3, a must.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tez hit on later, Punisher Season 2, I'm pretty sure it's coming out 2019.
Oh my god.
If anything. The earliest I can see it coming out is like probably December 2018.
And I wonder how much a disfigured friend will show up in the...
Man, he's dead. He's brain dead, dog.
No, they saying that shit, dude. You know, then they gonna come back to life.
Maybe. He gonna get put right back in the dirt, baby. He gonna get put right back
the whole premise of his like origin story has already happened. So you think they're gonna actually just be like, you just want he'll fade into obscurity and we're not gonna get
you know not a Frank Castle.
I mean,
people who fuck with Frank Castle. And
I'm not saying he ain't gonna get. I'm not saying he ain't gonna get put down, but I feel like there's gonna be like he's gonna reinvent himself and he's gonna come to the light and then.
Oh, that's only if somebody picks him up. But like, listen, it's either gonna go one or two ways. Either that character's gonna be brain dead, he gonna come back and die early.
I don't think they're gonna kill that cat off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that cat gonna die because Frank got so many other enemies, so many more people to kill.
I'm not saying he doesn't.
And try to get killed.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm just saying that's a great character for him to like probably have to like deal with like at the tail end of that season. He ain't gotta pop up in the beginning and then he remembers everything. And
I'm just saying I expect some other crazy shit to happen in season 2. But
of course, yeah, they have some great writers. They definitely have great writers, so it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be fairly unpredictable.
Jessica Jones season 2 is on my list too. Because I like the first season of Jessica Jones. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a good look at her character in live action. So I appreciate that. Luke Cage season 2. If you haven't noticed already, me and Henny did a review of Luke Cage.
Sweet Christmas.
And fuck that second half of that first season. Cottonmouth made it. I said it. I don't regret it. Mike Coulter, do better.
Do better. Get him some acting lessons. He'll be all right.
Hey, dude, I swear that can't pull the Billy Blanks moment. I'm the only one that called that shit. Just like when fuck it. If you haven't seen Luke Cage by now, I don't know what to tell you.
They may not know the Billy Blanks reference.
Okay.
He's pretty throwback, man. He's like
Okay.
late 80s, early 90s.
That just made me feel old as fuck.
I know.
All right.
I'm sorry. You did the reference. You like Billy Blanks. Everybody gonna be like, who? Who's Billy Blanks?
Tybo man. All right.
Nigga, I don't even know the last time I seen the Tybo commercial.
Damn. All right. Then.
Exactly.
He used to be a
That's
dope
like
ass-
total. It's like
Okay,
Total Gym.
Okay, let me explain. Billy Blanks was a dope ass kickboxer in like real tournaments, whooping people's asses.
You might as well name.
He
might
was,
as well name Steven Seagal and Chuck Norris.
he was one of the greatest martial artists in his time because nobody could touch this man. Like if you look at some of his real fights and shit, Billy Blanks was like. Think of Anderson Silva.
This nigga sound like my daddy talking about Muhammad Ali.
I'm just
He
saying,
was so great at this time. You need to see the old footage.
You gotta think of Anderson Silva still doing like the whole like dropping his hands. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
He was doing this shit in real like terms against real cats that could probably kill you, and he was knocking them out. But I digress. Billy Blanks had a moment in one of his movies when his chick died named Zoe. He was like, oh, Zoe, no. That's exactly how he said it. Like, Zoe, no. That's exactly how he sounded. It was
think about worse than Keanu Reeves acting. The worst acting by Keanu Reeves is pretty bad.
We fucks with Keanu Reeves over here.
Oh my god, Keanu Reeves is a world class thespian in your opinion.
I just said I fucks with him, dog. I ain't
Oh
finna
my
make fun of
God.
Keanu Reeves. He got a pass in my book.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Mike Holder, get your shit together. But yeah, Luke Cage season 2. Game of Thrones, I still gotta finish season 6 and then get to season 7. Listen, I'm a binge watch it all.
What season are they on now?
8.
Man, I gotta probably
What season you stopped at?
probably 4.
See, you worse than me. Shit.
Hey, dude.
Stranger
People got
Things.
lives, right? Oh god, yeah.
Stranger Things season 3.
Oh, if you haven't seen Stranger Things, I've just finished. Well, no, I didn't just finish, but I'm like on season 2.
No, you just finished that shit.
I mean, yeah, I just finished it like in regards to like it was been like a few days ago, but I'm on like season 5 and like well not season 5, but like episode 5, season 2. But that's a dope show. If you want to see a great storyline, interesting characters. Winona Ryder is cheesy as fuck as far as her acting because she's crying like every other. I get the character, but she's kind of cheesy, bro. Come on, man.
Listen.
I'm
saying,
Will,
shut
where
up.
are you?
People haven't seen it yet, dog.
I didn't say anything. I just say she cheesy as fuck.
Listen,
She's a trash actress.
How sensitive people are right now. You say you spoil it.
How am I spoiling? Just Will. I'm just saying.
I know you're not spoiling.
How am I spoiling? Just Will.
Because people like to argue, like to bitch about all kinds of shit. I'm just trying to avoid it.
Bro. I didn't say anything about anything.
But hold on, let me get through with the list. All right, Stranger Things season 3. If it comes out next year, I don't know. And Bright, the sequel.
Hold on, when did they just dropped the Stranger Things 2 season 2?
Yeah, it came out early. It came out earlier this year. Well, not earlier.
No,
this year.
earlier like
Few months
fourth
back.
quarter, like November,
Yeah, I think October,
something like that. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was close to Halloween.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop it.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably
late.
next year.
Yeah, late next year. Yeah.
But yeah, and then Bright, because
This
I
nigga
like
champions Bright so hard.
It ain't champion Bright. I was just tired of people like destroying this shit before it even came out.
All the salmon swimming downstream. This cat going up the stream. I can do it. I can do it. I'm going against the tide.
If you look on the internet, there's a lot more people that feel like me that saying like Bright got slaughtered before it even came out.
Okay, and these handful of people versus the millions
It
of
wasn't
people
even
that
a
trash.
handful of people. Like, look at the Rotten Tomato score and then look at the user score. The user score is higher than the goddamn Rotten Tomato score.
Okay.
Same thing with it was with freaking King Arthur Legend of the Sword. The user score had that shit.
Another movie that our phenom champion.
You can kiss my black ass, you bastard. First of all, the user score was 89. And then the goddamn Rotten Tomato score was like 20 something. So you could fuck on out here.
Phenom's the savior of underdog movies. He's like, nah, man, this movie cool, man. I don't know what the critics talking about, bro. I'm gonna go hard for these dudes, man.
Fuck you, I said my piece.
This cat fighting armies of critics trashing certain movies and they can fight that shit.
Fuck you.
They're like, fuck y'all niggas. I still love this movie, my nigga.
Whatever, dog.
Every respected critic trashed that movie. Trashed the movie. This cat
You can't respect some of these people, man. Some people don't like fun. I said that shit.
So they don't like fun.
Hell no, they don't like fun.
Y'all think about the movie too hard.
Everything
Don't
gotta be like super serious, gotta be some super plot twist, gotta be
Yeah.
all kinds of complicated goddamn plot and shit. You can't just take some shit for what it is and for how it was told. You
I will.
gotta be
Yeah, I
like,
agree with that because it's a lot of times like the Oscar nominated movies don't really translate to like what normal people watch because people are like, what the fuck? This wasn't on anybody's radar from any
It'd be
any
some
normal
obscure
person.
ass shit.
Yeah,
You'd be like, oh, this was a goddamn masterpiece.
exactly. And I love obscure shit. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of times I feel like they don't really take into account what the everyman likes as far as movies. They only put the obscure, artsy, smartsy.
Yeah, they want to do that shit. I'm so deep that you can't understand until I tell you what was so deep about it.
Till I analytically break it down, and then like that was a metaphor for life and the way the world works, and then this tied into a political subject.
And
all.
he just be like, oh, so that was just a documentary about the beginning of Earth. All right,
exactly.
cool.
Nigga got like a pie chart of like how this shit worked, a diagram and shit.
I sat back and drank my coffee.
He's like,
with my sandals.
Exactly. I drank my mocha latte espresso, and I thought about how complex life was, and then I tried to explain it to you dumbasses, and you guys just didn't understand it because you're not as deep as me. That's exactly how I feel like those cats like basically jack themselves off.
Sir, you are stereotyping, and that is offensive.
Hey, how am I stereotyping?
I don't know.
A lot of film critics are like that. They jack themselves off and say I'm better than you because I understand metaphors that you didn't go to college for fucking 4 or 5 years to understand. Like you went to school to be a film critic, so you should be good at this shit.
You don't go to school to be a film. Anybody can be a goddamn critic.
I mean, you could be a film critic, but I'm just saying, like, for you to have like knowledge of certain things, because sometimes people, study things on their own and they understand that way, but then other people go to school,
Yeah.
So
Hold up. All right.
that sound is future alcoholic.
Don't tell me what the fuck I'm doing over here.
It is New Year's Eve, so
All right.
if we go off the rails at a certain point, it's not our fault.
But yeah, like I said, Bright.
Goose. Blame it on.
Nigga, you don't shit. Fuck. Alright, like I said, Bright was the last one. It's actually could be considered a movie. Yeah, it is a movie, so I should have put it over there, unless they make it a series. And if you want to know more about Bright, if you want to get my detailed opinion on Bright, go ahead and hit that link in the description. It takes you to my Bright movie review.
Plug. Shameless plug.
Hey,
it's okay.
Fuck it.
But I'm saying, isn't Bright supposed to be like a trilogy?
Yeah, I was I after watching it, I feel that it would have benefited from being just a series.
I feel you.
Because I think it's so much more you can expand on.
Well, it made it like into like a huge universe.
Yeah, to make it into a unit, because like the whole like the mythos that they put in that movie is actually cool. Saying that like, okay, elves, orcs, fairies, all these magical beings have been here with humans since we basically took our first steps. Then we had that one major global crisis with the Dark Lord and shit, and that reshaped everything, modern society. Like in my review, if you go ahead and hit that link in the description. But it, like I said, it kind of like the whole setting kind of mirrors like LA during like
the riots.
Not even during the riots, it's just like the social and political climate in the 90s in LA.
Oh, does it take place in LA?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. Because I know it looked like LA.
Yeah, because Will Smith and Officer Ward and Jacoby are basically on the LAPD or whatever, and Jacoby is the first orc cop ever. So.
Okay.
But it takes place in there, but then they go through like the mythos of like magic, the wands that are like freaking the epitome of national treasures or whatever. Like you get a wand, anything is possible. But you gotta be sure you're a Bright. Therefore the title of the movie, because a Bright is basically a person who can actually use a wand. If you can't use it, and you try, you'll see what happens.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, don't spoil it.
Yeah, but
so you can get a wand without going too much into detail. You can get a wand without...
And anything is possible. Like if you would like dirt.
But can you automatically use it if you get it, or you have to learn?
If you are a Bright, you are able to use it. You're not gonna use it all right because you have to learn spells or whatever. But like to do like basic shit, yeah, you'll be straight.
Oh.
So it can basically make anything a reality.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's why they are like wands. Like I think it's kind of mentioned that civilizations have died over like trying to possess one of these things, like complete like cultures or something. Like they destroyed themselves
Wow.
actually trying to do shit like that.
It was like a greed of trying to get the wand or some shit.
Yeah, and it's just a whole bunch. Like the societal structure in Bright is crazy because, it's like you have like your hierarchy of like elves, humans, and orcs, and then like fairies and other kind of, because fairies are basically treated like pests to a degree. If you watch the movie, you'll see like it's so much shit they could expand on and talk about it. Like that's what makes it interesting to me. I'm interested in fantasy shit. It's like I described it as like a modern day Lord of the Rings without all the convoluted bullshit.
Okay, I feel you.
So yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, I'm not hating on like fantasy or sci-fi shit, especially like because I started getting into Stranger Things, and that's just like,
Yeah, and like
that's
especially if it's family mixed with modern shit, like yeah, like just mix some modern shit. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and hit the next topic. This is gonna be mostly my area.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be
his area of expertise.
anime in which I'm looking forward to watching in 2018. And you know what? Just for you guys, I'm not gonna go in some complete obscure stuff because I know some people aren't gonna really know what I'm talking about anyway. But I'm gonna go with some of the heavy hitters that some of you've already known. So, first of all, One Punch Man season 2. If you haven't watched One Punch Man, if you got Netflix, you go ahead and watch it on Netflix, Crunchyroll. I think Funimation has it too. You can go ahead and watch the whole season there if you want dubbed or sub. One Punch Man is basically a parody on, like, it's kind of like a parody on Superman. But it's like a parody on superheroes, period. But, like, you got your one completely overpowered main character, which has the funniest interaction, especially when he's fighting villains or just, like, cat trying to wonder, like, God damn, man, I forgot I had to go to the store catch this sale because he poor as shit. But he's super, like, it's so funny. But the action and the animation, the quality they put into the first season, just dope.
No.
And hopefully they build upon that in the second one. Hoping. My Hero Academia, basically still in the superhero genre. They're on season 3 now. And you know, in My Hero Academia, basically, it's in a world where about 80 years ago or whatever, people started, like, think of like X-Men. They started developing like mutant genes where everybody had like some kind of quirk or power. Except our main character who
Was it was like a kind of an evolution or
yeah, the way, because I can't say how they got the quirks without spoiling
I
like
got you.
one of the main points of it, but like
Yeah, don't do that.
just know it happened around 80 or so years ago. And that's when people started developing quirks, or if you were like a comic head, I related to like a mutant gene or whatever. Except our main character, he didn't have it, but his power got passed down to him by one of the greatest superheroes of it. And the way he passes down to it is pretty simple. You'll see it if you watch it from season 1. But he passes him down his power, which is damn near like the ultimate one, besides like the main supervillain or whatever that we don't know about yet.
Right.
And he's basically learning how to control it, and it starts off as like him basically trying to come into his own, trying to control the power, and he gets like spiraled into a whole bunch. It's not conspiracies. It is like a conspiracy that has to deal with the quirks, but it's like he went from like just trying to figure out how to use or whatever to like getting put in like serious ass situations. I'm talking like Batman, Superman, world ending kind of situations and shit.
Okay.
And he still is like trying to figure out how to use his power. And it's kind of cool because you see his progression through the seasons. It's like, it's pretty dope. Code Geass. I think they're doing a season 3 of it. So Code Geass, it's, think of Gundam, but more political and better mech action, robot action.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Next,
Shogeki no Soma, aka Food Wars, just a fun anime about chefs.
Yeah,
like,
I think I've heard you.
I love
talk
that
about
shit. Oh, and if you actually pay attention to it, they actually like some of the dishes they make. You can actually make them joints in real life.
Oh, really?
So it's actually kind of cool and educational because they do like kind of drop
Well,
some knowledge
like,
on.
it's all just Japanese food that they put.
Nah, it's like Japanese, French, Italian,
Okay.
American. They even hit on barbecue at one point. So it was like,
wow, that's funny.
yeah.
Who cooks barbecue?
Huh?
Who cooks barbecue?
A chick that went to America.
Oh, I thought they were
Well, her family, she moved all over, but she.
thought you gonna say like a fat black man. Is that not what a fat black man?
The cat's got his one white hat or whatever.
Exactly.
He's the Dreamland mascot.
Exactly.
The cat just come over there. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing.
Exactly.
Hold on, then he gets some tinfoil or something. Just wrap it up.
Hell yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and baste these and marinate these ribs real quick.
Let me show you how we do it.
Exactly. Like, we got the dry rub over here, and then we got the sauce ones
we
over
got
here.
the Budweiser right here. You got
Exactly.
mixed and the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to have the wings, you're going to have the slab.
You got the white bread right here.
Exactly.
Y'all haven't tell we from the South. We know what the
Of
fuck we
course.
talking about.
Yeah. We know barbecue.
But Food War Season 4. Persona 5, the animation, because I am also a gamer and I recently played Persona 5 this year, which is a dope-ass Japanese RPG. I suggest you get it. If you want to try something new, I suggest you get it too if you have a PS4. But they're making an anime for that. And here's an obscure one that I put on my list. Just know it's about four students or 4 people being transferred from our world to a fantasy world. Each of them are 4 heroes. The main character is a hero of the Shield, which is
You mean shield as in like police?
just Shield. Think of Captain America, but this cat just got a shield. He doesn't have a sword, and then the cat fights you with a shield. But I've been reading the manga on it, which is a Japanese comic book for some of you out there that didn't know that.
God.
I'm
Really?
just trying to make
Stop,
sure.
bro. If they actually paying attention to what the fuck you're saying, then they should know.
Listen, I'm just
This
being
cat,
I'm
like-
being thorough.
This cat.
I'm being thorough. Alright. But yeah, like just thinking like fantasy Captain America.
And Dragon Ball Z is actually an anime.
Actually it's some Dragon Ball Z mixed
It's a
in and
Japanese
shit.
anime. Is a Japanese cartoon. Like you gotta bring. You might as well.
No,
bring
I
that
was just
together.
like throwing it in there like yo, it has some cool ass elements of DBZ in it. But that's it.
Oh, I wanted to ask you. Do you know if there's gonna be like an Attack on Titan?
Yeah,
Another
this
season?
is gonna be season 3.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
I'm just gonna wait till it be done.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Have you seen the whole?
I've read it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what I read because I stopped for a minute.
I forgot.
It's like I got to the point where we know how the Titans are made and
Oh,
how
yeah.
they came to be and shit. Like
I don't
ain't
even
gonna
know
say
that.
shit.
I think I finished season 1. I haven't.
Yeah, you'll
I haven't
find
done
out.
season
You'll be
2.
like,
They talk about it season 2.
huh?
They talk about it season
They
2.
hit on it.
Oh, they.
They don't go into it. You just know like, huh? Wait a minute, this shit don't seem right. And then when you actually find out how, you just gonna be like, what?
yeah.
You're gonna be like, bruh. All right, then.
This is you felt like it was a stupid reason?
I don't feel like it was stupid, but I feel like it's stupid how like when it happened and how it's like it's a whole time thing with me with Attack on Titan.
Mhm.
Because if you're saying this happened, I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all acting like y'all been in this wall for like hundreds of years.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody
You get that
questioned this
vibe.
shit.
Okay.
And like it's like a whole time like it's a whole time plot hole in it.
It took place in like a short period of time.
Yeah,
of,
because
like,
you'll see how it's going. You'll be like, wait a minute, dog. Hold up. This shit don't make no goddamn sense. And then like when you find out about the other parts of the world or whatever, like what's going on with them during this whole Titan shit, you'll be like, bruh, hold the fuck up. So that's how I felt when I read it. I don't know if they're gonna change it in
Did
anime.
it make you feel like M Night, like you watched an M Night Shyamalan movie?
To a degree. To a degree.
Like no, I thought you were gonna do better.
It wasn't even that. It was like, really, dog, that's your twist? Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
that's funny.
But yeah, that's all I got for anime, man. Anything I said piqued your interest, man?
Shit, the One Punch Man, because I've heard that was a pretty good series. And man, what was it? What was the other anime you talked? Yeah, I ain't gonna say Food Wars. That was alright. I watched what was it? Was it Turoko? They had food in it. Was it Turoko? You know what I'm talking about? The anime. Turoko or
Are you talking about Bento Wars? I mean Bento?
It wasn't Bento. It was like two something. I want to say Turok, but I know that was a video game. But it's like I think it was like Turoko.
I don't think so, dog.
Yeah, but it was something like that. But it was like it involved food, and it was like the freaking Dragon Ball Z of like food or something. Like
Well, that's kind of what Food Wars is.
Oh really?
Cause they do like, listen, man, like Food Wars get so fucking ridiculous. Like when you make the bomb ass dish, somebody eat it, either all their clothes gonna rip off and you gonna see them pulled into some kind of crazy fantasy,
What?
or like
Have like a food gasm.
yeah, basically it's like extreme food gasms all around.
That's so
like
hilarious.
one cat got like the headmaster, like the cat. If your food is the shit, like for some reason this cat clothes rip off. He's just flexing for some reason. He pulls a Hulk Hogan, does some shit. He's like, ugh.
Listen here, brother. I'm gonna tell you.
Like every chick that eats food that is like the shit, like just like oh shit, and like either like then it's like they're fucking the chef.
That's hilarious.
Listen, it's so hard for me to describe. It's like ultimate foodgasm.
Oh my god.
So
But does he start doing like fucking like cerebral Professor X type shit and starts fucking their mind by like making them great dishes? Like, oh yeah, baby. I know you love the delicacy of
like
it, the texture.
One cat put his dish out there and it was just like, what? This doesn't look like some gourmet. Bitch, eat it. Like it's like, oh shit, it's like it's fighting me. So it's like this cat. We got some like he just wrapped his hands up in some tape and shit, just started throwing some of the hardcore jabs.
What?
Like lighting their ass.
Oh my god. He's like, bitch, respect my dish.
It's like, of course they did one with like two of the Japanese chefs or whatever, like, cause one cat was always speaking in old medieval Japanese tongue, like thou sword is sharp or some shit.
Yeah.
He was like, and like they will always compare, like, oh, he looks like a well famous samurai. This cat just looks like a wanderer with many styles under his belt and shit. And they serve everybody the dishes, and it's just like you see like a fantasy of both of them in a sword fight, just going at it, like Musashi and Jubei. I know that these cats weren't literally in the same timeline, but I'm just saying. But it's shit like that. It's very entertaining. But yeah, that's all I have for anime.
Okay.
And I didn't put Dragon Ball Super because I have a love-hate relationship with that shit. Fuck it.
Oh, it's not consistent enough for you as far
No,
as
it's
quality?
just like Akira Toriyama gets on my motherfucking nerves. First
He's the author. He's the person.
Yeah, he's the creator of the shit. How do you forget about your own shit sometimes? Like, we got some shit in Dragon Balls.
How hands-on is he with the new?
Like,
shit?
with the new shit, I think he's like a consultant. I don't know, man. I think he has a lot more hands-on than he did with GT. He had no control.
Is he as hands-on as fucking George Lucas with these last 3 movies?
Oh, George Lucas did that shit?
He's consultant to a certain extent.
Yeah, he's kind of like a consultant.
He's not, but he's not necessarily like the person that's just like, yeah, that's gonna pass.
He has some power. He has some power.
Is he greenlighting shit, making sure that?
Well, like, here's why I say like he forgets shit. Like in Dragon Ball.
How old is this cat? You might have to give him an age pass because he might be old as
he's
fuck.
like fucking like 40. About to hit 50s, man. Because he's been doing this shit since like the 90s, dog.
Okay. And then he's Japanese.
Late 80s.
And he's Japanese, so 40 for them is like 28.
30
yeah, some shit like that.
Like he turned 55, basically he just turned 35.
Exactly, yeah.
But like he forgets main shit. Like in Dragon Ball Z, Goku went Super Saiyan 3. According to him, Super Saiyan 3 wasn't even supposed to be part of like any of the Dragon Ball Z mythos. He just fucking forgot about Super Saiyan 2 and thought 3 was gonna be the new 2 when he already established Super Saiyan 2 with Gohan. Yeah, that's some shit he already did. And like when they asked, he was like, "Oh my bad, I forgot. Fuck it." Put the shit in Super. It was just like, "Alright, y'all. We got Super Saiyan 3. We ain't gonna worry about it. Cause Vegeta don't need to hit that shit. He can go straight to God mode." Yeah. He's just like, huh? Did he just skip some steps? Like, what?
Has he created any other storylines like outside of like Dragon Ball Z, the whole Dragon Ball Z?
I mean, he's got some other shit. I think Dragon Quest is part of his because
I can understand that if you're like kind of, I guess
I don't think he was bogged down at the time, dog.
Well, okay, at the time, but I'm just saying, like, I can understand if it was like a Stephen King type situation where you come up with all these different stories and universes and all this shit, and you forget some shit from your other universes.
But it ain't even that. It's just like you went back to it and forgot, and then like you tried to correct it in Super, but then Super got so many goddamn transformations in the goddamn stuff. You just like, fuck that, man. Like your power structure fucked up. You made Goku, like, to me, you made Goku one of the most hated characters in my eyes for a minute.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't if he's just a consultant, you can't necessarily blame him for that if he's not one of the main writers. Because if the main writers don't know, like, what the
essence he has power in it, though. He has power. He has pull.
if you there's a difference between having pull and being and green lighting everything, being like, okay, I'm the main filter for everything going through. He might not be the main filter. He may just be like one of the people they say, okay, just check this out, see if there's anything you dislike.
Listen, man, that's your baby. I would say
he's just a consultant.
I know where you're coming from. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's purely consultant. He could be hands on.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, we don't know.
But if he is, even if he's a consultant, you should consult him like, yo, dog, that shit ain't right. And if they do it anyway, you come out and be like, yo, I had nothing to do with that. He doesn't do that. He'll be like, yo, that's the hottest shit we ever did. You forgot about all this shit over there.
But that might be a contractual type thing where it's like you're not the main person, you know, like
you
steering
ain't
the
gotta
ship.
say shit, do you?
What do you mean?
You ain't gotta say shit when people ask you like,
what does he? What he comments?
No, yeah, he be like, yo, that shit was dope. One, he like, yo, that shit that make no sense. Hey man, that shit was hot. But what about that shit over there? That shit I made hot.
If I'm getting bread, it's kind of like I kind of feel like it's like Joe Budden criticizing Eminem. Like if I'm getting bread from the nigga, I'm not gonna be as critical. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't mad at that, but I am mad because I like this shit. I want to like it. You fucking it up for me.
Okay, I hear you.
Be like, at least deny the shit. Be like, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with that. Instead, you over here like, yeah, that shit was good. But what about this? What you need to be talking about was we just did.
Exactly. This shit was lit. This part was lit. Don't focus on the bad part. Focus on the good part.
I want money.
You gotta be positive. You being too negative about this shit.
Yeah, he do some stupid shit that's like funny. That, man. But yeah, that's all the anime I'm looking forward to. If you all would like, hit me in the comment section if you just want like a quick like anime list of what or something to look out for. If you're just gonna watch stuff on Netflix, Hulu, or whatever, I could probably put a list together and put it in the description. So y'all hit me up in the comment section. All right, last thing for to get to is comics to look forward to in 2018. I'll start because this is my
exactly. I don't know shit about like what comics are new comics coming out.
Okay, so I'm looking forward because Doomsday Clock just dropped, and Doomsday is basically, like I told you earlier, is basically DC introducing the Watchmen into the DC universe.
Okay,
and that's when, like, if y'all seen the movie is based almost identical to the book. I mean, they left out details here and there, but
they left out the like shipwrecked shit.
Yeah,
like this kind of sub story. I guess.
Yeah, but for the most part, Watchmen the movie is a good representation. If you want to go off that,
yeah, that's a good movie. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah,
but
I think like the hardcore fans of the comic would like the movie, but you know, if you
they will understand why some stuff, unless you saw the director's cut.
I never saw the
director's cut. Is kind of like what they did with the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman. They had like a whole another hour of shit. Or
God
just
damn, that movie was already long as fuck.
Yeah, it was like, all right, we're gonna bring you all the scenes that should have that ties a lot of shit together.
You gotta cancel your plans for that in complete night. Nah, baby, you know we can't spend time.
This became a Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, we can't spend time together, baby. I gotta watch The Watchmen director's cut, and you know I gotta be fully like tuned into it.
Yeah. But like basically, a lot of Watchmen are back. You find out we found this out earlier this year in a series called The Button, which mainly had to do with Batman and Flash. Dr. Manhattan did something to the DC timeline. We took 10 years off of everybody's life. Well, he basically he made everybody forget about 10 years of their life. And we know that he got involved during Flash's main event, which was Flashpoint, where he went back in time, saved his mom, fucked up the whole time continuum. We know that Manhattan did something in that time when Flash did that shit and tried to set everything right. Manhattan stepped in, and then we got Rebirth. And Doomsday Clock is basically telling you how the Watchmen are being integrated into the DC universe. So that's something to look out for. Very interesting read. Another one, hopefully we finish it this year, is DC Dark Knight's Metal, which happens to do it's taking place before Doomsday Clock. It's basically introducing the dark multiverse of DC. Basically, all the nightmares and all the bad shit that could possibly happen in the main DC universe happens in his alternate universe. And it's mainly focusing on Batman because on the prior story, Batman was thrown back in time. And that's when a god of the dark multiverse took notice of him and wanted to use him as a gateway into the positive multiverse.
Okay,
And Dark Knight's Metal basically, once shit hits the fan and they actually come, the Dark God pulls his minions with him to the positive multiverse. It's all evil versions of Batman. You got a Flash.
So what's the timetable of this? Like,
I want to say Metal is happening before Doomsday Clock. Well, basically before the button. All the
like
stuff
how old is
with
Batman? How old is Bruce Wayne?
Well, the thing with Batman is, I think Endgame was canon, so in this story of Endgame, Joker and Batman basically kill each other, but they kill each other in the deepest depths of the Batcave, and as it was collapsing, both of them fell into a Elysium pool, which is the same pool Ra's al Ghul
Labyrinth,
used, to basically give them some immortality. Both of them hit that same diluted pool.
Yeah.
Came back younger. So Joker is like has a body in his 20. Batman's body is like still, it went back to the prime shape, to his prime shape, but he still has the same like 40, 50-year-old mind.
But
But
he's
just crisp.
he's like the ultimate warrior.
Yeah, he's purely crisp right now.
Yeah, right.
So
of course.
that's how he's like that's canon with it. And like Dark Knight's Metal is basically all his nightmares came. So it's like an evil, twisted version of Batman when he merges with Barry Allen and becomes Red Death, aka the Bat Flash or whatever. You got a version of him that becomes Cyborg, basically aka Kill Machine. You got a version of him that gets a Green Lantern ring, and you call him Dawnbreaker. He ends up breaking the Green Lantern ring, and bringing out the full depths of his power, and like getting the ability to kill. If you're Green Lantern,
all of these are just different.
These are different versions of Batman. You got an Aquawoman Batman. Cause like in like
blew my mind with that shit,
in her universe, gender roles got reversed. So Batman's a woman, it was Aquawoman too. And like it was like a war between the Atlanteans or whatever. And like she basically like implanted herself with Atlantean parts. And like basically implanted like superpowers and shit into her. So now she can like take over Atlanteans, make them her minions, control war like ultimate shit.
All right.
You have her. Dawnbreaker is still the most dangerous. Then you have the Bat Who Laughs. And the way the Bat Who Laughs comes to fruition is like one of the darkest.
That's the name of the comic, right?
No, that's his character. Yeah, just the Bat Who Laughs.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's weird.
He doesn't really. Well, he's still Bat. It's still Bruce. Well, he just named him Bat Who Laughs. Basically, what if Batman had like the strongest strain of the Joker toxin?
Oh man.
And like
crazy.
when he gets it, and you find out what he did, he basically took out all of Earth. His own Earth. Like when he got that shit, he had to stop Joker because the way they set that whole story up was, for some reason, Joker was dying and he reached his breaking point. Well, he didn't reach his breaking point. He just had to escalate everything.
I was about to say, Joker was already.
Yeah, he was already gone.
Yeah.
But he escalated a lot of shit, and like him escalate things, he basically damn near burnt Gotham to the ground. He had families lined up like a dad, mom, and a child. He had them all lined up in an alley, walking through an alley.
Extermination Squad.
Yeah,
Type shit.
he had them all walking the alley, and then he had Batman. He had Batman tied up and drugged. He had Batman walking. All right, Brucey. He already knew who Batman was. He called him Brucey. And like the family will come, he'll just take out the mom and dad.
Damn.
Look at the kid, spray him with some Joker toxin. Got another one, folks. Or he'll just kill the kid. He'll kill everybody.
Oh wait, so if he doesn't kill.
No, he just had Batman there watching. He had him tied up. He couldn't do shit for real.
No, but I'm just saying the people he recruited, they're part
It
of
was
his.
just, like his henchmen or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they-
become henchmen. Okay.
Yeah, just henchmen. But everybody else was just like a citizen of Gotham. He just brought him in the back alley and made Batman relive his parents' murder all over again. And then like Batman broke out, killed Joker. When he killed Joker,
Yeah, I can see that.
strain came out. It
Oh,
was the
wow.
strongest strain ever because he basically just snapped this cat's neck.
Like his
And it-
essence came out of some shit.
Yeah, and like Joker had the toxin, like I think in his teeth or something. Like when he died, it just released, and it released to the closest person next to him.
Was it
So-
kind of like what was that character? You remember that first Spawn movie where the cat had like some shit in his heart, where like if he died, the whole like the toxin would release and destroy Earth or some shit. You remember the first Spawn movie?
Yeah, I think, I know.
Yeah, was it some shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But it was just like a straight, it just hit Batman. Then like, dude, Batman ends up murdering all the Bat family because the shit was slowly taking them over. And like they were all like, "We're here for you, Bruce," and shit. And he was just like, "I know." That's why you had to be the first ones to go. It's just like had Uzis and spraying everybody. Talking about Red Hood, Robin, Red Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Batwoman. Like, dude, everybody except Damian. I think Damian became one of his demented Robins because the Bat Who Laughs has like a trio of Robins.
You just go through
and
Robins
and it's just like on dog chains and shit. These cats became carnivores. They like died and Joker. Like, dude, the shit is so fucking crazy.
That's ridiculous.
And that cat meets Barbados, the evil dark god. They claim himself to be the bad god or whatever. And Barbados is just like, yo, run with me. We destroy all the shit. This cat was just like, he already took over everything. Said, let's do it. And that's before I told you how he killed all the Justice League.
Oh, wow.
He killed the Justice League, had saved Superman for last. Superman is walking around like a zombie with his eyes damn near blown out. And like, Batman, he kidnapped Lois and John. And like, he told Superman what he did to Supergirl. He's like, he just gave her some black kryptonite. She over there ripped everybody shit.
So the maniacal Batman still has like the same...
Yes, he's Bruce's intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Mixed with Joker's insanity.
Yeah, how does that even work?
Nigga,
how does he have the same like intellectual clarity to fucking make?
Well, here's the thing.
He can make sane. He can make. Here's the thing. He can make sane decisions, but he's insane. How the fuck does that work?
Well, actually, if you talk about Joker, isn't really insane. He's so sane to the point that it seems like he's insane. Oh, he's like the comedian,
or he just
like intensified.
Where it's kind of the whole idea of his whole point is chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just like the...
And then, like, you mix that with Batman, who's always afraid to turn to go, like, to the deepest depths, like...
Yeah.
To actually go cross that line. He went cross that line, hopscotched over, did 2 front flips, flew through the sky. Like, but this cat, he's still intelligent as Batman and is clever and conniving as Joker.
Yeah, that's scary. That's a scary human being walking Earth right there.
Yeah, but like, I know I've been on that subject too long, but yeah.
No, all the comic heads that don't know about this shit probably like eating that shit up. So the non-nerds just like close your ears when you hear all.
Nah, I want y'all to hear this.
Oh,
we're gonna convert you today.
you can't wants to convert you into the comic nerd cult.
But there's that. I'm gonna say Spider-Man because I am liking Spectacular Spider-Man right now. Wonder how they're gonna finish that. Captain America, of course. I hope you do something with Riri, who's basically Ironheart.
Yeah. Her name's Ironheart?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know it was Ironheart.
Yeah, it's Ironheart. But it's...
I thought they would just call her
Iron... Marvel's doing some stupid shit right now.
I thought they were just going to call her Iron Chick or something. Iron Bay. So she black Iron Bay.
Word.
Hashtag Iron Bay. That's literally she's going to have on her chest. Hashtag Iron Bay.
This dude.
I know, right? Black Twitter's going to cheer for her every time she flies around.
Hopefully Black Panther gets... some more stories. I want some more Black Panther.
Well, comic wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need some more Black Panther shit. Because his... Like, Black Panther,
the
series right now is wild. And I think Ta-Nehisi Coates is an underrated writer. Y'all need to support this brother. He out here, he's doing comedy. He's writing, he's doing articles.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, he's, like, dude's a fantastic writer.
And I didn't even know he, like, had input into, like, that. You know, the comic world. That's crazy to me.
It's like the fact
like an intellectual...
Yeah.
Political guy has
and his stories are good. That's the thing. He's doing this. He's good all around. So
it's not like he's just kicking knowledge and then the storylines and shit.
Yeah, it ain't just like political, dealing with like black struggle because it's not dealing with black struggle. It's dealing with the African country, African king, trying to handle like his responsibility as a king as well as a global crisis coming on and like having to like choose between his duty to his people and his duty to the world.
Right.
So it plays off a lot of that.
Yeah, I think that's dope.
So, yeah, support good shit.
Support good shit.
But as far as that, that's all I got so far, man. Have I converted you yet?
I mean, I was never not converted. It's just like time-wise, if I'm short on time, I'm not necessarily running the comics and anime first and foremost, but you know, it's something that's interesting to me. I can't say it's not interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, man. Anything you want to add to this before we wrap up?
Check out Stranger Things. Check out Punisher.
This man go fanboy for Stranger Things. He's like, y'all better check
Stranger
this shit
Things
out.
is fire as hell, dude. Like I love like the characters they have.
You gonna have that shirt? Watch this shit.
Yeah, I love the characters. I love the storylines. It's like I'm not gonna say it's perfect because, like I said, Winona Ryder, her acting is kind of trash.
It's really rare to say something's perfect.
Yeah,
Like you got like close 9s and 9.5s, but I don't, if you make a perfect movie, I mean, if y'all know a perfect movie, tell me. I need to see that shit.
I think it's more possible to make a perfect movie than a perfect series. Because when you break it down, like episodes are kind of like mini movies, but they're just mini movies that have to like have continuity and have to like progress. So it's really hard to make a perfect series. And then you have to go from like season 1, reach a certain point where you can still continue in season 2, reach a certain point where you can still continue to season 3, reach a certain point, and so on and so forth. So I think it's way more difficult to kind of keep a show running than it is a movie. But it's a really good show, Stranger Things. So just check that shit out. That's that's the only thing I have to say. Be real with you.
Why Stranger
Things? And like stay on your grind for 2018. Any goals you have, plan that shit out, knock that shit out.
Any goals you have, don't say it, just do it.
I mean, you gotta speak things into fruition.
Man, just do that shit.
My nigga, come on.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in the Nike symbol. Just do it.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm doing. I ain't saying shit no more. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, when jump out the window, he don't even want to plan. He's like, I ain't even getting a bunch of cord. I'm just jumping out the window.
Yeah, I'm right, man. All my blessings will come my way.
This cat is like, what's his name's wife off of Inception? Leonardo DiCaprio's wife off of
They call
Inception.
it nigga Da Vinci.
Nigga, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, nigga. Come on. How many Leonardos are there?
All Leonardo's are Da Vinci's. Dog.
Nigga, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. There's the Leonardo DiCaprio and there's Leonardo da Vinci.
You got a whole bunch of other Leonardos living in Italy.
In Italy, nigga. I don't know nobody in Italy. It's like,
Just because you don't know them doesn't mean they're not.
it's like just because you haven't watched the Travel Channel in their tour of Italy doesn't mean that there aren't more Leonardos.
Just because you're not cultured does not
Oh my
mean
god.
anything, sir.
I guess not.
Cultured ass.
When you tell me the other 20 Leonardos you know personally, then I'll say, okay, you're so cultured.
But yeah. Alright, y'all. That's about it.
Yeah, deuces.
We'll have all kinds of links in the description. Make sure you look at the description, read it. Hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. Help us grow and provide us feedback. Also follow us all on Twitter. Follow the channel on Twitter and stay up to date with content releasing. So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's Freeform. Be a part of the movement. Peace and blessings.
Get your mind right, bitches.
And more peace and blessings. Happy New Year.